Hello, hello. Is anybody out there watching? Let's see if we got anybody in here. What people come in here, see what's going on. Oh, we have someone in here. Woo! Thought maybe I was wasting my time. Someone's gonna watch. Hey, it's Valley Fish. What's up, man? How are things looking on the stream for you? I know I got all my personal computer problems fixed. I don't know how YouTube's going. Our streaming software is working good, so I don't know if that means the streams are doing good or not, but we'll see. And we have a kitty cat that wants to be on. Miss Meow Meow. What are you doing? Alright.
Too bad, mosquito bites.
Hey, Briley. Hey, Lumpy Dog. Hey, Viola. How you guys doing? My youngest just come in crying about mosquito bites. So. The double V's and Lumpy Dog. How y'all doing, guys? Trying. Let's see. How's the stream quality looking for you? Hey, Green Ghost. How's the stream looking for you guys? Because on my YouTube screen here, it shows it froze up. So I don't know if that's me or something else going on. Stream quality's okay? Yeah, I'm gonna load it up on my phone. Yeah, it seems to be working alright. Alright, Briley. This is Briley, my helper.
I'm gonna get fishes soon too.
This is my helper, Briley.
And I'm getting fishy soon.
Rain and cold. It's been nice here this weekend. Yeah, Valley Fish. Metroside 14 is what I use instead of Excel. And that's how. It's not the best for hair algae, but it helps. It definitely helps. I mean, it's better than not using anything. And I can tell I haven't put it in this 75 gallon right here because I'm starting to get that black beard. My wife puts it in every single day when I'm gone. Then I come home, do water changes, and forget to do it half the time. And I start getting black beard algae on my moss. Then as soon as I put it in there, it goes away. Now with hair algae, you might want to get it in like a syringe. And squirt it in there, like take the normal dose you put into your aquarium. So you put in like 10 milliliters or whatever it is. I'd put that in a syringe and put it all in there right on the spot you're trying to treat. That'll help. You can also do that with peroxide, but I don't like putting peroxide in tanks with fish in it. Metroside 14 is how I keep my tanks algae free. I mean, it don't really help with the diatom and stuff like that. Then I let the diatoms grow in my new tanks. I have a diatoms. That's I can tell when a tank is fully seasoned and fully cycled when I quit getting diatoms growing on the glass. That's when I know. For me, and how my water works, that's how I know that my tank is fully cycled and doing good. So, I have another group of shrimp coming in next week, and all my shrimp tanks will be full. I'm getting 10 Sakura orange shrimp, and I have 18 green jades coming in that breed true. Yeah, spray bottle might help. If you got a syringe though, if it's down at the bottom of the tank, you get right down in there. I am a shrimp addict. I'm a shrimp and guppy addict. And now I'm already making plans for more tanks because I need more guppies and more shrimp. But once I get all these colonies established though, the next thing I need to once I get all these colonies going, I'm going to use them to start more colonies. Oh boy. You're going to make me shut it off, Green Ghost. My ugly mug on a big screen TV, good God. Alright, well. Yeah, if it's a whole crust, the whole tank bottom. And you're 29. Yeah, it couldn't hurt it. I don't know how good it'll do just putting it in the tank. Like maybe when you do a water change, get it all the way down in there so that the algae's right there at the top and spray it on there. You could try that. You could try that. There's a lot of mark anyway, let me tell you. No, I don't have that problem, DK Fish Hooks, but it sounds like some kind of internal parasite, perhaps. I don't know. What's up, Fish Tropic? You got that new Fluval 2.0 light. Breaking the bank on lights. That's like, you probably need, if you got that much light, you're probably going to do CO2 and all that stuff, Valley Fish. That's probably way too much light for, unless you're dosing ferts and got CO2 running. You're going to have to put CO2 and ferts in there for sure. You got one of them super nice lights. I don't know much about them because I stick with my $25, $30 Walmart lights. Or not Walmart lights, but yeah, Briley.
Fish and shrimp, I drew those.
Oh, I know.
I just drew them. Okay, I'm good. Bye.
Well, you could buy some of my guppies. I don't have a website. If you don't, right now all I have is I have grass guppies, big ear red mosaics, red rainbow tiger endlers, and that's what I got for now. But if you want something different than that, I can recommend, what's his name? I can't think of his name. William Rivera on Facebook. He don't have a website, but that's where I get a lot of my stuff. Maybe Valley Fish. He's got quite a few nice guppies. He might want to sell some. I don't know. But I don't really know websites. I mean, I've always just... Oh, yeah. If you're in Canada. Can't do Canada. Anthony, I have a lot of videos on my grass guppy colonies. If you can take a look after the stream's over or whenever. I do have some stuff going out on Monday. So, I think, yeah, Green Ghost is buying some shrimp. So, I already have to get some orders ready tomorrow before I leave, and my wife will ship them off first thing Monday morning. What are you gonna do with all these fish? I've got to start selling my grass guppies and my endlers. I got to start selling those guys.
I got an idea how you run a special.
My wife says I should run a special. I tell you what, right now, if you buy some grass guppies, I'll give you a whole bunch of them for not. You at least buy enough, buy a trio or whatever. I think, yeah, and pay for shipping. I'll give you the real good hookup because I got tons to get rid of. You buy a trio, I'll probably put as many as I can fit in a box. Safely. Two or three fish per bag. I can usually fit 5 bags, maybe 5-6 bags. If you get a bunch, I can probably get a large flat rate box and really stack it in there. Oh no, I'm not too worried about them. They'll do alright. Those tanks are just settling in. They're brand new tanks. Those shrimp are all doing good. I mean, the black roses, there ain't any dead ones in there today. There's been a couple dead ones in there about every day, but there isn't any dead ones today. There's molts in there. There's molts in the, there's like 3 molts in the blue velvet tank. So all those guys are doing good. It's just the moss. I purposely put less moss in there. Yeah, Valley Fish. My problem is when I sell them, I don't sell my coals. I sell my good ones because I want people to like what they're doing, like what they get. I mean, I need to be better about calling my stuff out. That's for sure. But I did you see that one video where I have one of those females of the Japan blue, has a little bit of blue on the tail. So that was kind of exciting. Buying online, you just send me an email. If you have PayPal, you send me the money, and then I send you the fish. or shrimp or whatever you want, man. If you have a PayPal account, that's all you need. You can sign up for one. If you have a bank account already, then you hook it up to your bank account. I guess you could say the only experimenting I'm doing is trying to start 2 new lines out with my hybrids. If you want to call that experimenting. But I'm just keeping them going like I have my other tanks, and the plants are filling in nicely. They're starting to do good. The new shrimp tanks, I'm trying to keep them a little less overgrown. The new shrimp tank, so I can actually see what I'm dealing with. I've got to go through there. That moss, when it gets like 7-8 inches tall, you cut it off and it's all brown underneath from being shaded by the moss on top. Then within like 3 or 4 days after you cut it out, that moss turns green and it's all good to go again. So I really need to start trying to sell moss, because that's pretty expensive, nice moss. And I have lots and lots and lots of it. I'm overrun with it. I'm not just going to throw it in the trash. Yeah. Yeah, Valley Fish. I imagine that does. Just if I had a pet shop, I could just sell my calls to for cheap or something. That'd be nice, but I don't. I'm starting to get ideas for like a tub system, like my 110 gallon stock tank. I have like 5 or 6 of those. Yeah, the rare pilo moss. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, those Japan blues are an interesting line. And those and the nebula steels, I have a bunch of brand new little babies swimming around in those tanks. And if you've seen my video or not yet, but I've got koi fry, tuxedo koi fry. So that's exciting. I've got lots of pilo moss, but those guppy, the tub system I'm thinking about doing is having like 5 tubs and a 6th tub that just be like, all be centrally filtered. 6 tub, just a giant filter. So then it'd be 550 gallons of guppies, then 110 gallons of filter. Maybe do shrimp or something in the filter, I don't know. I don't have room inside though, so I would have to build enclosures outside and insulate it and keep it all. New aquariums in my house. I got this wall actually right behind me that has a big huge desk on it from when I used to work at home, and I'm going to be getting rid of that because I don't really use it anymore, as I don't work at home anymore. Garbage bag full of moss. Gee, many. $10 credit. I need to start figuring out how to sell on Aquabid and eBay probably. I guess if it's get $10 credit or throw it in the trash, I'd take $10 credit. Black fin nebulas. Like, you mean dorsals, pectorals, and caudal? Fins are black. The body's the tiger stripe deals. Is that what you're talking about? Pawn Stars guy. I gotta make my money. I gotta make my money, guys. Like, best I can do is $10. You know, he's gonna sell a handful for $5 a piece. Hell, if it's the pet store by me, you can put some Java moss on there, and he'll label it as some kind of rare Taiwanese moss and charge $25 for a little clump. I mean, that's the problem with these pet stores, the local mom and pop stores. And I realize they have to make more money because they don't do the volume of sales. But good grief, they're so dang expensive. So dang expensive. I've tried going in there and buying stuff and supporting it, but I just can't take it that bad. I can't get raped that hard. I just can't do it with a clear conscience. When you're getting screwed so bad when you go in there, it's not even funny. I'm just not interested in it. You know, I like to support the local people or whatever, but I can't take getting it that bad. Yeah, less expensive things. Yeah. There ain't anything less expensive. I went there and bought a rock one time. And I had, body's the same, just all black fins. It makes the body pop just different. Okay. That sounds cool. Valley fish. Those bodies are awesome on that line. I really like those bodies. And I like the randomness of the fins too. That's one of the things I like about it. Yeah, but Viola, there isn't anything less expensive at that shop. Maybe you want to go in there and buy 5 foot of airline tipping for $20. I mean, it's bad. I went in there and got some rocks. It was like $7 or $8 a pound for like zebra rock. I went there with a couple handfuls. It was like $90. And Rock's like, okay, that's the last time I come in here. I ain't been back in there since. Gonna charge me $90 for a couple handfuls of rock. I'm not really interested in that store anymore after that. You can tell it's just been sitting on the shelf for months. It's got an inch of dust. It had an inch of dust on it. Like, yeah, okay, maybe I can get this. And it goes up there and charges me that much for that. It's like, screw you, dude. I paid it, but I ain't never going back in there again. $90 for armful of rock. Not interested in that anymore. How they stay in business, that store, they have a bunch of big, it's a monster cichlid shop pretty much. They sell all kinds of cichlids, and like Americans and Africans. And they have tanks upon tanks of feeders. So like, if you go in there and just look around for like an hour, you'll see 4 or 5 people come in and get feeders. And that's all they get. They get a couple dozen feeders. They have goldfish feeders, guppy feeders, rosy red feeders. They got tons and tons of that stuff. And then every once in a while someone will come in there and buy something else. And they also have exotic stuff. They're a pet store. It used to mainly be a fish store with some pets, but they have crazy stuff like snakes and hedgehogs and ferrets and all kinds of weird lizards and creepy crawlies. Yeah, if you want to buy guppy feeders covered in slime and crap and tumors growing off the sides of them, they probably have them in like 55-gallon tanks. They probably have, I mean, you probably just put a random scoop in there, and you think my tanks have a lot of guppies in them? Ugh. It's for real feeder guppy soup. Yeah. Covered in slime and fungus and tumors growing off the sides of them. Oh yeah. Those are just the wild guppies. That's how all our guppies got started. By lighting breeding them over the years. Come to find out, I didn't really know it, but my great-grandparents always had fish tanks that they kept guppies in. I remember my mom telling me that. My great-grandparents used to always have guppies. And they were, back then, they were just the feeder, well, what we call feeder guppies now, but those were guppies then. Yeah. People who don't know any better, Green Ghost. People who don't know any better. Oh yeah. I remember I had one when I was a kid. I mean, it's long gone now because like the glass was cracked on it. It was like a 4-foot long tank with a slate bottom. Well, they gave it, I don't know how my parents ended up with it, but it was from them. And it was cracked. I think they had it sitting out in the barn or something. The grass was cracked. It was like a 4-foot tank with a slate bottom on it. And I ended up using that to raise hamsters in when I was a kid. It was the had metal frame with a slate bottom. Some of them are black. Some have some black on them. Yeah. Yeah, they probably would be. Green Ghost. They've lived through a lot. Been breeding guppies from PetSmart and Petco, but and they don't have good colors. Yeah, that's kind of what you get when you get those kind of guppies. I mean, I kept the colony going. I got one batch of guppies from PetSmart, I think it was, and had them going for like 3 or 4 years. I was like, alright, I'm going to try to add some new blood. So then I went and got some more from Petco or PetSmart, I don't remember, and killed everything. They had some kind of disease, and within a week, all my guppies were dead except for 4 fry. Now those 4 fry, I had 2 males and 2 females, ended up being, when they kept going. And I had that same line going. That was after 3 or 4 years. And I ended up having that colony going for 7 or 8 years before I took it down. Oh wow, candle underneath in the 30s. Nice. Yeah, some of those mosaic females have some red on them. Or not red, black. Black. They have some black on them. And since I'm on that big screen TV, I'll show you this. Man, that's better looking than me. Let's see what we got on here. I'll use my phone. Yeah, that looks alright on there. That thing's getting out of hand again. Gonna have to give it a trim.
That's what I said in my live stream.
Oh yeah, you want to hear about my wife's live stream? No. I can send everyone pics of that one.
No.
When? When?
No, shut up. Oh my god. I can't believe you just said that.
When I'm gone for the week at work. She does all the feeding and the fertilizing and taking care of everything for me. And we do video chat while I'm gone for the week. And she was making fun of my live streams, trying to talk how I talk in my videos and stuff. Except she was topless.
Oh my god.
So I got a fish tank daily maintenance video topless while I was gone. So that was an interesting video. What fake do guppies like? I don't know. You'd have to ask them. Blue dorsal valley fish. I don't know. There's some here and there. I mean, I have so many in there, it's impossible to... It's impossible. Yeah, there's one right there. I see blue dorsal. There's one. There's one. There's one. I'd say It's not super common with them, but I'd say it's probably 10% maybe. Yeah, they prefer the bubblers. What baby guppies like? Oh man. The antlers like the wax pins. I'm not sure about the guppies. Oh man. Yeah. They like the topless.
I haven't seen anything close like that.
Oh yeah. I told her, baby, we'd get my channel would be a lot bigger if she started doing a topless tank maintenance show every week on my channel.
Shut up.
Then the channel would get real big. Call it titties and fish maintenance. Now she's embarrassed real bad. Yeah, there's plenty of videos on them if you want, but yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna have to unplug my computer. Oh yeah, the split tail. Yeah, there's so many different tails on them. So many. But that's they're all the same, but they're all different. That's why I like them. They're all pretty similar, but they're all different. They don't really need to. At least I haven't tried line breeding anything for them. So let's see if I can't get a view of them red mosaics for y'all. Let's see here. I will get my lighter out so I can set the computer down. Let's see here. How's this working? Can you even see anything in there? That's the red mosaics. Probably all you're going to see is female and fry. There's only a couple males in there. I don't know. There's one with, there's a black tail right there, valley fish. Red mosaics. There's a male back here in the corner. Here he is, right there. Hopefully you can see that. Come here, guy. Chase my finger. Chase my finger. Come here, dude. There he is. Chasing my finger. I don't know if you can even see that, but where'd he go? Right there. That female right there is getting ready to pop. She's got a lot of babies. These guys like to eat their babies, but I still see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's at least 8 fry in here swimming around. If I see 8, it's probably 20. see how that's looking. Yeah, that ain't looking too bad on there. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see. The biggest tank I have, 275-gallon tanks. Those are my biggest tanks. Then I have the 110-gallon stock tank. Those are my biggest tanks. Those are my biggest tanks. Thank you, Anthony. All these right here are 40 gallons. We'll give everyone a look at this tank. This is my Sakura Reds. Look, I already got a fry coloring up right there. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. These fry are already coloring up now. There's 3 of them with orange tails already. Yeah. This is the Sakura Orange. Well, since you're always in here, I'll give you some free moss. Since you're a dedicated fan, how's that sound? Instead of putting a clump of guppy grass in there for the shrimp to cling to, I'll put you in a good clump of that moss. These guys are slowly becoming my favorite guppies, these orange Sakuras. Or red Sakura. They're called Sakura Reds, but they're orange. And I like them a lot. And my fry already coloring up. And that's awesome. Anthony, I will be selling these. Probably it'll be a while, probably two or 3 months. I want to get my colony established first before I start selling them. And here in about a month and a half, I made a deal to. I'm getting so many green jades is I'm trading $100 and some of these fry in about a month and a half for green jade shrimp. So that's how I'm getting a hold of those. So I'm letting them breed out first. Yeah, I got some buried fire red shrimp in here too. And the koi guppy fry, or the tuxedo koi tank, I started a yellow goldback shrimp colony. And the steel nebulas, I started a snowball colony. And in this tank, I started a fire red colony. And these shrimp are doing good. Sometimes they don't. When you put them in there with fish, it's really hit and miss. But as long as you got a whole bunch of moss, the shrimp seem to do good with guppies and endlers. So I'm gonna, before I put any more shrimp in the other tanks, I'm gonna wait for my new shrimp to take off. I'd like to put some blue dreams in one of them and black roses. So I already have a lot of fire reds. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fire red colony. Oh yeah, green ghost. Yep, the red mosaics are for sale. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking. There, I have hundreds of the red mosaics, and I have hundreds of the grass guppies. These are all new. These guys are new. I just bought these. I paid $30 a pair to get these. I bought 3 pairs of these guys, 3 pairs of the koi tuxedos, and 3 pairs of the pandas. So I spent a lot of money on all those, getting all those starting up on my new tanks. But the red probably don't do that. Yeah, I got plenty of red mosaics. I'm just laying on here on the floor with y'all watching this tank. See what I thought, I was all excited about getting the tuxedo kois, and they're awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, but these guys get the best reaction on my videos. Well, believe it or not, I started all this guppy stuff just, well, probably about 15, 16 months ago. Of course, I spent a lot of money on it. See, I started off my first. Of course, I've had fish and fish tanks my whole life, and I still have a pond that I don't ever put on my channel because in a state of neglect. But all the fish out there are doing real good, and the plants are doing real good. I just need to spend an afternoon on it, giving it some TLC, and it'd be pretty awesome again. I have a pond outside, and I didn't have anything in the house fish tank wise for a while. I used to always have 4, 5, 6 fish tanks, and then when I took down my guppy colony from PetSmart, I hadn't had anything in the house in probably like 3 or 4 years. Oh, the tuxedo kois? The albino koi? Oh yeah. You're gonna have to get a colony going of the tuxedos, and then you can have a cross colony going too, have a colony of all 3. It's nice having all these tanks. I'm enjoying my fish room. I am enjoying it, that's for sure. What really sucks is now, see, I've been working at my new job for, oh, I just got my 90 days in last week, so I've been there over 3 months. And I've been gone from home the last 2 months. So I only get to enjoy them 3 days a week. But yeah, I need to do some pond stuff on here. It's a bunch of Sarasa goldfish out there, which is just the red and white, or orange, dark orange, red, orange, and white goldfish. Some of them are Hibuna, which is the regular goldfish, and some of them are comets, which are the goldfish with the long tails. No, I wouldn't recommend that if you're looking to sell them. I mean, I wouldn't. And if you're just breeding guppies to breed guppies and it's fun, then yeah, you can do that. But if you want to really enjoy them and get the most beautiful fish you can get and have something that's worth something when you're ready to sell some or need to get rid of some, then no. If you get really nice stuff, not only are you going to enjoy it better, but when you need to get rid of some, you have something that's worth some money. And even then, your mutts aren't going to be that good, because that's what my tank was my Petco Pet Smart Guppies. They're just mutts, and that, I mean, they're alright. But now when I put all my coals in a tank, I mean, I have beautiful, beautiful mixed tank. It's just coals. And those Pet Smart Guppies couldn't hold a candle to my mixed tank now. My coal tank, well, the red mosaics are pretty solid. Most of them have big ears, but some of them don't. Those are the things I look to call for. Some of them have, some of them have some weird yellow colors in them, but that's pretty rare. And that this line is pretty good. The only thing you gotta watch for is some of them don't have big ears. And that's a pretty big deal for a lot of people. They want the ones with the big ears. See, all my guppies, the actual guppies, except for the ones I got from Valley Fish, originated from William Rivera. He has some pretty nice stuff. I mean, he's not cheap, but I trust his fish. I've had nothing but good experiences from him. He imports from Taiwan, and then he breeds them out. He don't, not at least that I know of, he don't just sell the ones. He imports them, then breeds them, and then sells the ones that he breeds. He's not just importing them and flipping them. He's importing some, then breeding them out. That's what he's done with these. These were still young. These Cur Reds and the Tuxedo Kois. These are one of his last. He imported a batch of stuff, and these were his first ones that he had raised for the Sakura Reds and the Tuxedo Kois. I was the first one that he sold any of the. I don't know if I was the first one to get these, but I know I was the first one to buy the Tuxedo Koi from him. Do you enjoy your job a lot? When I started getting all these fish stuff going, I hated my job, and my #1 goal was to get this going so I could make enough money to quit my job in a couple years to get all my fish stuff going good enough so I didn't even have to make as much as I made at my job, which I didn't make a lot at my old job. But I hated that job. I hated it with a passion. And my #1 goal was to get enough fish breeding and shrimp breeding and be able to quit my job in a couple years. But I got a new job about 3 months or so ago. And I like my new job. I mean, it'd be awesome to be able to work from home and raise fish. I used to work from home. I did for years. It'd be nice to do it again, this time with fish and shrimp, but it's not on the priority list like it used to be, because I actually like my new job. But I'd rather be home doing this, obviously, but it's not like, oh my god. See if I can buy a couple guppies from you so I can start breeding. Hopefully we get success. Yeah, just send me an email. And Anthony, just remember that I can answer you and get with you during the week, but Sunday night I leave for work and I don't get home till Thursday afternoon. So I mean, I can talk to you and show you stuff and give you pointers and stuff, but I can't actually ship or sell anything until, well, what I usually do is I pack up my people that want to buy stuff. I pack up my orders on Sunday night and before I leave, and then my wife, because I leave about 6-7 o'clock Sunday night, and I got a 3-hour drive to where I'm working, and so I usually get there around 9 or 10. And I'm there, wake up Monday, work all day, go to the hotel Tuesday, work all day, Wednesday, work all day. Then Thursday I leave, I'm done at work. I work 3 11-hour days and a 7-hour day. So I'm done working at 2, and I got about 2 or 3 hour drive home. So I'm usually home around 4:30 to 5:30 on Thursday afternoon. How did I find this William guy? On Facebook, Guppy Fish Enthusiast, the group. Josh, are you planning on adding more aquariums to your fish room? Eventually. Eventually I will. Eventually I will be doing that. Like I was talking about earlier, that back room where I have my big desk, that I don't really need anymore. I'm gonna build a rack there. Then I'm thinking about getting a pond tub system going. It's all centrally filtered. I'm not sure. That'd be a pretty big investment in time and effort and money. So I still have a whole year before I try to expand anything. So we'll see how this year goes. I spent almost $3,000 expanding this year. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because if I did it outside, I'd have to build like a house or something out on the deck. Out on my back deck, like a fish room that's insulated and heated and all that. So, and that would be quite an investment to do that, but that might be one of the things I do before I go full time. That might be a couple years down the road still. Because if I got that gun, then I'd probably be able to quit my job. If all this goes good. And everything needs to be going good. For that to ever happen. Yeah, when you have a high-end guppies, the Coles are better than the PetSmart guppies, that's for sure. I've done the outdoor pond thing, Joshua. In fact, I put in like 7 or 8 of my Petco guppies out in my goldfish pond one year, and that is like the end of April. I put them in one year. Then sometime in October, I was pulling out over 100 of them, and those were the ones that the goldfish didn't eat. Okay, Valley Fish, I think I'm going to get off here too, everyone. So, everybody, I've been sitting here rambling on for a while. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Thanks everyone for coming in. I appreciate it. Valley Fish, Joshua, Anthony Delgado, go ahead and email me, bud. Viola, Fish Tropic, Green Ghost, DK Fish 6 Aqua Team Racing. I think Lumpy Dog was in here at first. I think I got everyone. Yep. Lumpy Dog. Alright, everybody. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Thanks for watching. Bye.